A local nonprofit provides trained service dogs for veterans and former first responders suffering from PTSD. As KSBY's Brooke Martell tells us, these canines are helping more than their handlers.
At 8 weeks old, these future service dogs go to California Men's Colony to be educated by inmates. These animals aren't just connecting with the inmates who train them, but with the veterans and retired first responders who need them.
Just one, okay?
The saying goes, dog is man's best friend. If you ask Michael Nelson and Greg Gallo who their best friend is, before they answer with each other's names, they would probably say Eddie, a Labrador retriever. To some, their friendship might seem unconventional.
For some people, they may feel conflicted about this idea of a parolee, ex-lifer in prison, and a retired officer being friends.
Gallo spent nearly 2 decades as a police officer, a rewarding career, but it came at an emotional cost.
I started having all these symptoms, major depression, suicidal, isolating myself, nightmares, things like that, and I didn't know what was going on, so I got diagnosed with PTSD.
Around the same time Gallo was diagnosed, Nelson was at the California Men's Colony, coming up on 2 decades incarcerated for committing murder at age 15.
It definitely provided many opportunities for me to look at myself, to take accountability and ownership of the harm that I caused.
While serving time at San Quentin, Nelson helped create KidCat, a program for inmates like himself who committed crimes when they were teenagers.
Don't wait till you get out. Don't shortchange yourself.
After transferring to CMC, his motivation to improve his life would lead him to New Life K9s and Eddie.
I signed up that first week.
For nearly 2 years, Nelson would be Eddie's handler, working with other inmates, teaching dogs to become service animals for veterans and retired first responders through bond-based teaching.
To have dogs around really helped soften the environment. It just creates a softer, more loving energy in an environment that can be really oppressive.
This program has given me a purpose, has given me something other than what I used to know about.
And the canines aren't the only ones learning something new. Yeah! Their handlers gain something too.
I took from people, and so being able to get back is huge.
For Lieutenant Patrick Noland, working with dogs in a state prison wasn't part of the career manual he read.
Well, I didn't have a clue it would affect everything. It kind of gives them a lifeline back outside.
And it's one Nelson continued to follow after he paroled June 7th, 2018.
You have more to offer, and you have a responsibility to live now.
When Nelson left prison, so did Eddie, but he went home with Gallo.
He works better than therapies and medications because he's a live being, and he thinks on his own, he acts on his own, he senses my emotions.
And a bond was formed, maybe even a life saved.
New Life K9s, and specifically Eddie, just absolutely saved my life. He changes the lives of my friends and family because they get me back.
And 2 people walking opposite paths, now dear friends, thanks to one yellow lab.
I think we create so many barriers in our society. I feel like we represent this idea, like this fantasy, that doesn't have to be true.
Since he paroled, Michael Nelson still spends a lot of time educating inmates at CMC as part of the KidCat program he started while incarcerated. Since receiving Eddie, Greg has become an avid volunteer with New Life K9s, plus the community has caught wind of the organization too. Patrick and Suzanne Beets own Top Dog Coffee in Morro Bay and have been raising money for the last year for New Life K9s. In order to get a steady streamline for funds, they started Rescue Me Coffee.
Rescue Me Coffee is a subscription online coffee. We ship a pound every month to anybody that subscribes through the website. 20% of that goes right back to New Life K9. I mean, heck, you're drinking coffee anyway. Might as well have it go to a good cause.
Beets says thanks to the generosity of their customers, they were able to cover the cost for one of New Life's service dogs in training, Cooper. He says thousands of dollars have been raised for New Life through donations. According to the New Life K9 CEO, so far 30 dogs have gone through the New Life K9s program and been placed with retired first responders and veterans. In the studio, I'm Brooke Martell, KSBY News.